Inside you, a war has been raging since the day you were born. A silent, relentless conflict between two sides of your own nature. Can you feel it?
Picture it. A battlefield not of earth and steel, but of mind and spirit. On one side crouches a fierce primal creature, call it the ape, its eyes burning with hunger and fear. On the other side stands a radiant presence, call it the angel, its eyes steady with compassion and wisdom. They have been wrestling in the shadows of your soul since long before you had a name for them. This is the evolutionary war within you. The ape is your raw animal instinct, carved by millions of years of survival in a harsh world. The angel is your higher self, inspired by empathy, conscience, and the longing for something beyond mere survival. Every human being carries both sides within them, locked in constant struggle. You are not imagining it. This conflict is very real. Every time you feel torn between what you want to do and what you know you should do, that battle flares up again. It's an ancient tug of war woven into your DNA and into the deepest convictions of your soul. And it isn't just you. From the dawn of our species, this inner clash has quietly guided the fate of individuals and even civilizations. You might think this talk of war is exaggerated. A war sounds dramatic, doesn't it? Wait. Listen to yourself in the quiet moments when you're faced with a hard choice. You'll hear it. The snarl of impulse on one side and the whisper of conscience on the other. When you truly pay attention, you realize this struggle is real, and it can be fierce. Now, look at the ape inside you. It's the ancient part of you that couldn't care less about morality or long-term ideals. It cares only about survival, dominance, and satisfaction right now. It's the surge of anger when you're provoked, the jolt of fear when you sense danger, the hunger for pleasure and control. This primal side lives deep in your gut, coiled and ready, just as it has in our ancestors for ages. Evolution itself carved this ape into your being. Picture our primal ancestors fighting for food, territory, survival. The ones who lashed out with violence, who grabbed without hesitation, who feared and suspected strangers, they often survived. The gentle and timid often did not. Over countless generations, those who listened to their inner beast passed on their genes. That's why the fierce, survival-driven mentality of the ape is hardwired in us. It kept humans alive through famine, predators, and war. Imagine you're stuck in traffic and someone cuts you off. Your face burns, your heart races, and you feel a near irresistible urge to yell or lean on the horn. That's your inner ape, baring its teeth. It shows up in these moments more often than we like to admit. Consider a darker scene. A peaceful crowd turns into an angry mob, smashing and burning as the ape in each person seizes control. In that frenzy, moral judgment melts away and cruelty runs free. That same primal fury fuels the bully who torments the weak and the demagogue who preys on fear to gain power. When empathy falls silent, the ape revels, and it does not care who gets hurt. Left unchecked, the ape would drive us to ruin. Think of history's atrocities. Genocides, conquests, oppression. Each was fueled by unchecked fear, hatred, and greed, the darkest impulses of our animal nature. A life or society ruled entirely by the ape's law of might makes right would collapse into endless violence and chaos. Deep down, you sense this. If you give in completely to those base instincts, you lose something essential. You lose your humanity. But that's not the whole story of you, is it? There is something else in you that pushes back against the ape's fury. Turn now to the other side, to the angel within. This part of you awoke as humans evolved not just to survive, but to seek meaning and connection. It's the quiet voice that whispers for you to be better, kinder, wiser than what your base instincts would have you be. Think back to our earliest ancestors again. They didn't survive by claw and fury alone. They also survived by caring for each other. Empathy was born when a mother risked herself to protect her child, when one hunter shared food with another who was injured, when the tribe banded together against the cold. Over thousands of years, those who could cooperate and care for others began to thrive. Compassion and conscience started to weave into our nature. Our better side, the angel, grew quietly within us, generation by generation. So what is this angel inside you? It's your capacity for empathy. The part of you that feels someone else's pain and the pang of guilt when you do wrong. It's the impulse to put others before yourself, to sacrifice, to forgive, to love without condition. The angel embodies compassion, self-control, and the sense of justice. It is the higher vision of what humanity could be, what you could be, beyond mere survival. You feel the angel in moments of quiet goodness, the warmth in your chest when you comfort a friend, the voice that holds back a cruel remark, the calm that comes when you do the right thing. Biologically, the angel lives in the most evolved parts of your brain, the areas that weigh consequences and feel empathy. Spiritually, you might call it a spark of the divine. When your angel guides you, you act not from raw impulse, but from conscience and love. Think of the last time you had a chance to take revenge on someone who hurt you, but you chose to forgive instead. That was your angel winning a battle. Or remember when you were exhausted and could have looked away from someone in need, but you stopped to help them anyway. That selfless choice was your angel at work. Every act of kindness in the face of cruelty, every moment you resist the urge to betray your values, is the angel triumphing within you. Think of someone who jumps onto a train track to save a stranger. That defies every self-preserving instinct of the ape. Only something higher in us could inspire such courage and altruism. Whenever a person sacrifices their own safety or comfort for someone else, you are witnessing the angel overruling the ape in a moment of true humanity. The truth is, you contain both of these beings at once. You are the ape and you are the angel, bound together in one body and one mind. One part of you growls, "Me first, survive at all costs." Another part gently insists, "There's more to life than just surviving. Do what's right." This conflict can feel like torment, but it is also what makes you human. No other creature we know carries such a burden of choice, such a divide between dark instinct and shining conscience. Picture those two forces facing off inside you. The ape stands with fists clenched and teeth bared, eyes full of defiance. The angel meets that gaze calmly, with sorrow and hope in its eyes. Every choice you make is like a skirmish between them. And here's the catch. You are not just the battlefield. You are also the commander who decides which side to arm and which side to disarm. Think about that. In this inner war, you are both a soldier caught in the struggle and the commander with the power to decide the outcome. The ape screams for gratification. The angel urges restraint and compassion. Both voices surge up from within, but ultimately, you, the conscious you, must choose which voice to obey. That is your burden and your power. You choose which side of yourself to amplify. Every action, every decision is an offering to one of these two sides. When you lash out in anger or tell a selfish lie, you feed the ape's dominance. When you hold your tongue and respond with patience, you feed the angel's grace. Cheat someone to get ahead. Your ape grows stronger. Sacrifice your own benefit to uphold your principles. Your angel spreads its wings. Life is a series of these daily battles, and every one of them matters, whether you notice it or not. When entire nations give in to their worst instincts, witch hunts, genocides, exploitation, that is the ape writ large. Fear and hatred drowning out compassion. And when people choose empathy and justice, abolishing injustices, reconciling with enemies, upholding human dignity, that is the angel at work. Our darkest chapters came from the inner ape unchained. Our brightest moments came when the inner angel led. History may be shaped by this war, but in the end, it boils down to individual hearts, like yours. Every great act of courage or cruelty in the world began with someone's internal decision to serve either their ape or their angel. You might not command armies or lead nations, but in your own life, your family, your workplace, your community, the battles you win or lose within will decide the kind of person you become and the effect you have on those around you. Remember, no one is purely ape or purely angel. You might act like an angel one day and like a wild animal the next. Being human is messy and complicated. You will stumble. You will lose some battles to your worst impulses. But every time you catch yourself, every time you recognize the ape's snarl for what it is and decide not to follow it, you shift the balance towards your better nature. Over time, those small victories add up. Consider what happens if you live by the ape's law. You might seize quick pleasures, take whatever you want, indulge every urge, but it never ends. The ape is never satisfied. People who let their worst impulses rule them may gain the whole world and still lose themselves. They end up empty inside. The ape cannot understand peace or fulfillment. It only knows craving. The angel offers a deeper satisfaction, the quiet pride of doing right, the warmth of real connection, a life that means something beyond feeding appetites. Following your angel side isn't easy. It often demands sacrifice or patience. It might mean swallowing your pride, turning down a dishonest gain, or refusing to take revenge even when you could. In the moment, these choices can sting. The ape in you might roar that you're being weak. But over time, they build something unshakable in you: integrity, self-respect, and the trust of others. Those are rewards the ape can never understand or obtain. The goal isn't to kill the ape in you, nor to become a pure angel denying all human feeling. That path leads only to repression and hypocrisy. Your instincts will rebel if ignored. The ape is part of you and always will be. The true goal is to civilize it, to harness its strength without letting it run wild. Think of it like a wild horse. You don't kill its spirit, you train it. Your higher self must hold the reins and guide that raw energy toward good. Psychologist Carl Jung warned that what we deny in ourselves only grows stronger in the shadows. In other words, you must face your inner ape if you want to master it. The angel in you isn't there to kill the beast, but to guide it, to transform blind instinct into conscious purpose. When these two sides of you are brought into balance, with your higher nature leading, you cease to be a house divided. You become whole, aware of your darkness, but governed by your light. This understanding brings both a warning and a hope. The warning: the beast within is real. Ignore it, and it will rule you. The hope: the angel within is equally real. Through conscious effort, you can rise above even your cruelest impulses. You are not a slave to your DNA or your past. With self-awareness and will, you decide which voice to follow. Day by day, you can tilt the war in favor of your higher self. And there are signs that the angel can win more than we think. Despite all our flaws, society has slowly moved forward. Where once cruelty and might ruled, now we have laws, however imperfect, to protect the weak. Slavery, once common, is now condemned. Acts of mercy and charity cross borders. These changes happened because, in countless moments, people chose empathy over indifference, conscience over selfishness. They show that while the ape is strong, the angel can grow stronger. In your own life, strengthening your angel side takes practice. The first time you hold back an angry outburst or choose honesty over a lie, it's difficult. Your primal side protests. You feel the burn of anger or desire. But each time you say no to the ape and yes to your higher values, you gain a bit more control. You are retraining your instincts, teaching the ape to obey the angel. Over time, those wild impulses that used to control you start to lose their grip. Every time you mindlessly give in to the ape's demands, it gains ground. Indulging every impulse might feel like freedom, but it forges chains that bind you tighter. The more you feed those urges, the harder they are to control next time. And each time you silence your conscience, the angel's voice grows fainter. This is why every choice matters. This battle is lifelong. You will never wake up one day to find the war over and one side gone. If there were no struggle, your choices would mean nothing. The existence of temptation is what makes virtue meaningful. So don't despair that you still feel anger or desire. That simply means you're alive. True heroism isn't never having impulses. It's feeling them and still choosing the higher road again and again. Picture a blacksmith forging steel. Your passions are the fire and your conscience is the hammer. The ape provides the raw heat, the energy and drive. The angel wields the hammer of wisdom to shape that red-hot metal. Used together, they can mold you into something strong and good. Without the ape's fire, you would lack drive and courage. Without the angel's hammer, you would lack direction and virtue. Both are meant to work in concert, if you can hold the balance. Think of your inner battlefield as a forge. With every decision, you are forging the person you become. You decide how much influence the ape has and how much authority the angel holds. It's a heavy responsibility. No one else can fight this war for you. But it's also a profound freedom. You are not doomed to be just one thing or the other. Your past and your instincts set the stage, but they do not write the final act. Your choices do. So stand consciously in the middle of this war inside you. Recognize when the ape is roaring in your ear, and when the angel is gently clearing its throat. Don't run from the conflict. Confront it with open eyes. This struggle between who you were and who you want to be is at the very center of being human. It is uncomfortable, yes, but it is sacred. It's here, in the choosing, in the resisting, in the striving, that you define yourself. And now, the ultimate question stands before you. Which side will you feed? The ape or the angel? Every morning when you open your eyes, that question reappears. Every situation that tempts you or tests you is asking silently, which one will win? Remember, you answer not with promises, but with choices. And over a lifetime, those choices become your character. They become your fate. Remember, the side you nurture is the side that wins. It's as simple and as difficult as that. No one else can choose for you. In moments when no one is watching, you cast the deciding vote. Will you let the primal darkness take over? Or will you let the better angels of your nature guide you? The war will rage on regardless, but its outcome depends on you. You were born a battleground between an animal and an angel, but you don't have to remain a battleground. You can become the peacemaker, the one who guides both sides. By feeding your angel, you are not destroying your ape. You are redeeming it, channeling its strength into something good. Each time you choose compassion over cruelty, honesty over deceit, you're not just winning a single fight. You're transforming the very battlefield. You're turning the war into a journey of growth. Right now, in the quiet of your mind, the drums of battle still rumble. The ape growls, the angel holds its ground. Both await your command. So choose, every day, every moment. This evolutionary war within you will be won by the side you feed. If you understand the truth of this war within and you're committed to your higher path, then make your pledge. Write in the comments, "I choose to feed the angel." Let it be your public vow. Let it be the sign that you know which side must prevail within you.